game day broadcast on the Mahwah High School Sports Talk Radio. Today you're joined by Sports Talk President Nicholas Vostico and sophomore Karen. And we have a great game for you guys today. The Mahwah Thunderbirds take on the Dell Golden Hawks in a division rival matchup. Karen, let's get right into this game here. We got a last game the Thunderbirds played. It was a very great game for them. They won 7-0 to Riverdale. So this is the second game of the series. And this just adds on top of the absolute roller coaster season that the Mahwah Thunderbirds are having. So why don't we go in depth about this? So Mahwah's last game, they had a great game, especially from the pitching. We got to talk about Jake Buonano. Absolutely amazing game. 89 pitches, and he only let up 4 hits, and on top of that, 5 strikeouts too. So he had a very great game.
Right, yeah, and he also drove a couple offensively. So he's definitely been like the team MVP. He's been hitting home runs too. So he's definitely got that power aspect, and he's obviously been pitching well.
Yeah, definitely. And also, if we want to go on into Riverdale, they didn't really have that great a game. However, Mason Nagel, he went 3 for 4, so that was their best performance that they had. They also had guys like Michael Porco, he went 1 for 3, but you can definitely tell that this Riverdale team is immediately struggling, which is really, really bad for them. They're already 1-8 on the season.
Yeah,
so it's definitely tough to come back already 9 games into the season, and you're under 250, which is which is not a really good start. Mahwah, they're coming into this game 3-4. Their win percentage is around 400 or something like that, and this is one of those must-game wins. You're playing such an easy team that is the Riverdale Hawks. This is a must-win game. If Mahwah wants to get back to 500, if they want a chance to still contend for states, then this is a must-win game. Yeah, but this Mahwah team is still good though.
Their offense is definitely really good. Like, if you look at that April 5th matchup against Buonano, they scored 16 runs, and even though they won against St. Benedict's the day after, they only scored 3 runs. But after the 2 games against Indian Hills, they scored 5 and 6 runs. Their only weakness was their pitching at that point, and obviously now their offense has still been hot, but and their pitching finally don't.
Yeah, definitely. And like you said, last game, the Thunderbirds, their pitching's just really, really good. And also on top of that, even like if you look at the last game, one thing we kept talking about with Mahwah is how they're not capitalizing on those middle innings, but they were a very good beginning of the game team, and we even saw that with their last performance against Riverdale. They put up 1 run in the 3rd, and then they scored 4 runs in the next 2 innings. So immediately a 5-0 start for the team, right? And then you want to look at that middle inning in the 5th inning, and they put up 2 runs. So they're clearly capitalizing on those middle innings.
Yeah, for sure. And I definitely think that those middle innings are important. And as we go on, because unlike the MLB and college is the same thing, where they only play 7 innings and not 9. So I definitely think it's important to capitalize early and then in the middle innings rather than capitalize later.
Yeah, definitely. And you know what? While we're talking about this Mahwah Riverdale division game, why don't we go and look at the division right now?
Shall we?
In our standings watch. So if we look at this year, Westwood absolutely tearing up the league right now. They're 7-1, but also you got to keep in mind, don't just look at the overall. Look at the division record, because that's what's most important. They're 4-1, 800 record. And Karen, why don't you go ahead and talk about the rest of this division?
Yeah, I mean, you gotta really watch out Indian Hills. They scored 7 runs and 17 runs against Mahwah. They're 6-2. They're really good. And also don't look against Ramsey, as they're also 4-3-1 with a tie somehow. Past our kills. I think this division is really, really good. We're always like that one team where they're not doing so hot right now. But I think it's important to capitalize early rather than later.
Are they 9 games into the season? Yes, but they are very early into the season too. They still have a lot more work to do this year, and a win for them today would be a great way to start this streak of just winning games, and if they want to get back into this. But if we want to go back and focus on Mahwah, though they're 3-4 and they look like they could be 4-4, look like they could be 500 by the end of the day, they are still 1-4 in the division. So not only is this a good game to get back into 500, but it's also an important game because they could get to 333, and that would be great for them. Mahwah, they are They do have a negative points for points against, negative 5, as they have 46. They scored 46 runs, and they've also given up 51. The pitching has been, I feel like we could both agree, it's been a little bit inconsistent.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I definitely think that their best two performances were definitely last game, and also not giving a St. Benedict's, where they only allowed 2 runs. Like I didn't expect high school baseball to be this offensive forward, but it is. So I think they're pitching definitely too. And the mic was never turned on. Did you just put this? Yeah, I did. I think so.
Hello. Okay. Oh, wait, let me try it now. This is a test for audio. This is a test for audio. This is one more test for audio. This is a final test for audio.
Good afternoon and welcome to Mahwah High School for today's Big North matchup between the Hawks of Riverdale High School and your Mahwah Thunderbirds. At this time, if you are able, would you please rise and remove your cap for the singing of the national anthem. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Alrighty, here the Thunderbirds are underway with the Riverdale Hawks, and it's what we're looking like here.
On the mound for the
Slightly raining right now.
Number 32, Alex Luchinsky.
So Luchinsky is on the mound today. Luchinsky is on the mound here for the Thunderbirds. And you know, he's been having a really good year pitching.
Yeah.
You know, Karen?
Yeah.
A lot of great things coming home from this year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I definitely think that him starting, he really needs to go 3 or 4 innings today, and that way Mahwah doesn't have to waste a bunch of their pitching, especially because I think they play again on Friday. So Alex going 3 or 4 innings needs to be important.
Yeah, 100%. And I think it's actually a really solid move to have him starting tonight.
Yeah, especially with the team like Riverdale not doing really, really good right now. So I think having him start is really good.
Mahwah has defeated Riverdale in their last 5 games.
Yeah.
Against them.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think they're feeling confident.
Yeah, definitely. So I think it's always good to see him on the mound starting. So I think he'll do well for them today for the start.
Mm-hmm.
So now here leading off for the Hawks is number 12, Sean Waterham.
Leading off for the Hawks, the center fielder, number 12, Sean Waterham.
Luchinsky now stepping up, and we are going to get underway here. So here's Luchinsky on the mound.
Luchinsky's ready. Lauderham's ready. Let's do it here.
The 0-0.
And it's strike 1.
Go Big Al!
A very good pitch there to start off, right down the pipe. 1-0, foul back.
Nice early 0-2 there.
Nice. We got the organ playing.
Mr. Doors only has the best of music tastes, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
It's always good to have him
0-2.
win for games.
Another foul back, same spot. They're telling the center fielder, I believe that might be Jack Newman, to move a couple. 0-2. Fouled off. That hit Ian Wilsinski's glove.
He swung at every single ball so far.
Except for the first one, which is good that it's, because that's what you should do as a batter. You should only swing at the first pitch unless you like it.
That's correct.
That one's way outside because they're blocked by Ian.
Yeah.
One
and
two.
Here's the 1-2.
Another foul ball. Another ball. Excuse me. Out this one high.
So Sean went 0 for 3 last game. But he did walk.
2-2 grounded to second.
And there's Marani to Rossolder for the out.
One away.
The shortstop, number 2, David Nunez.
So now here is Nunez up. Nunez's brother Oscar is also on the team, and we see a lot of brother duos on a lot of these teams that we commentate for. So it's always interesting to see a brother duo.
He's rocking the pink bat today. I really like that.
Derek Jeter style in a way. And here's the 0-0. And that's gonna be strike 1.
Yeah, Big Al!
Oh, 1 from Leszewski. Grounded to third. There's Tyler Worth. Really has to throw, and now and a good. There's 2 away now.
The catcher, number 1, Mason Nagel.
So here's Mason Nagel. And we were talking about him earlier in our pregame, how he went 3 for 4 last game.
Yeah, really dominant for this Riverdale offense.
But he only ever made it to first.
Yeah.
And there's the 0-0. Pretty little high. So Alex, for 10 pitches and 3 strikes, 3 balls. And there's a strike.
That'll be a 1-1.
I'll tell you what, Karen, the temperature is getting chilly.
It is freezing. Line drive foul to the right side.
You know, playing in the Patriot division is such a tough division too. And you have to keep that in mind. So here's the 1-2.
Yeah, I feel like the Patriot division in all the sports is very dominant.
And it mostly consists of like those Mahwah, Westwood, Indian Hills, Riverdale.
Yeah, I think that's the most. I think that's the most common. I feel like the hockey,
very popular.
The hockey and lacrosse divisions, they're kind of different. You know, that's what I noticed. That one's high, and it'll be 3. It'll be a full count. 14 pitches for Leszewski here in the first.
And that's the thing, like with lacrosse, there's 8 teams in that division. In the I can't recall.
3-2, and that one's low.
I can't recall the name of it. And
It'll be
Nunez is going to make it to first on a wild throw.
The designated hitter, number 14, Nathan Silverstein.
I believe it's a walk.
No, that's not a walk. Oh, he did have ball 4.
Yeah, it was a walk.
So Nunez making it to first base.
I was not Nunez. That was the catcher, Nagel.
Nagel, excuse me.
Here's Silverstein now, and first pitch strike. Very dominant on those first pitch strikes.
Here's the 0-1.
You gotta watch the runner, and he steps off. It'll be an 0-1. And that one's high.
6 balls on 17 pitches. With 6 strikes. So he's putting up good numbers right now.
Runner goes. That
is
high.
Drive, and that looks like that's going to be gone. And that is a home run from Nathan Silverstein.
And Riverdale jumps to a 2-0 lead already.
What a shot there.
I was crushed.
And he is one heavy hitter, so that is definitely good for Riverdale. And they have the 2-0 lead, as there they are, a team celebrating with Silverstein. So now here is Matthew Dunphy.
And he will be the Riverdale pitcher today.
Yep, so look out for that. Very interesting. 5th in the lineup for your pitcher.
Well, a lot of these pitchers in high school could hit. As you can see with Buonano, he was pitching and he could really hit the other day.
Yeah.
The bad thing with being the starting pitcher is that you really got double pressure to hit, especially with batting early as 5th, and then he has the pressure to pitch well. 2-0. And then Allen's taking it on the outside corner for a strike. Swing and a miss.
And even like you were talking about, like with Lasinski, he's 6th in the lineup today.
Sorry, the paper caught away from me. 2-2, and strike 3 calls. He struck him out.
And so Mahwah's going to end the inning. Unfortunately, 2 runs came from Riverdale there.
On the home run there by Silverstein. We'll be right back.
And
here we are back.
Thunderbirds, the second baseman, number 3, Danny McClanahan.
So McClanahan now up. And now we take a look at the Riverdale pitcher here, Matthew Dunphy. Matthew has been having a solid season this year, and he is a very big hit player too. So this is going to be very interesting to see how he hops in here. And we go back here to Danny now. And here we are, Danny now up. And here's the 0-0.
First pitch, and that one is a strike.
That's a great way to start. So, going through the Mahwah batting lineup now. We have McClanahan, then we have Worth, then we have Mackey, Rostolder, Buonano, Lashinsky, Newman, Hawkins, and Cerriti.
Alwyn lifted a little outside, but
And Wilzinski.
and Danny will take that for a strike.
Southern in. 2 strikes. And I will say, I really enjoy Danny McClanahan's walk-up song. It's a very, very nice song. Very iconic, too.
Yeah, for sure.
So here's the 0-2.
In the dirt. Good block there by the catcher. By the catcher Hagel.
And Kieran, we are sitting here right behind home plate, and as we keep saying here, it is getting colder and colder by the minute. So
Yeah, for sure.
But we have a lot of people in here support today for the Thunderbirds. So here's the 1-2. That's
That
going to
one's
be
high.
high once again.
Tyler Worth on deck.
And even McClanahan, with the 2 injuries that he had over the course of the football and the baseball season, he's been holding up very well. And there's a nice
line
hit.
drive, and that's a base hit. Could be
go
extra
2.
bases for McClanahan.
Maybe 3.
And he will
He
will
could. And
stop
he's gonna
at second base with the double. Good leadoff double from McClanahan. That'll bring up, I believe, Tyler Worth.
That's a great line drive straight into right center field. And Danny McClanahan is going to be on second base. So though it's not a home run, he has put Mahwah in a very good position for Tyler Worth to do something here.
Yeah, all you gotta do really is hit a ball, hit either a fly ball in center field or right, or a ground ball on the right side to advance the runner.
Yeah, definitely. So here's Tyler White now with the
Tyler Worth.
And here's the
First
pitch.
pitch almost hit him.
Almost hitting Mr. Worth's face there.
He's really got to be smart now. They do have a base open. The first baseman in for Riverdale is in just in case. They're both in for a bunt just in case.
Yep.
Oh, that hit him!
He's gonna get
hit him
hit.
in the back
Worth is going to advance.
on the hit by pitch.
And he is no stranger to that, Tyler Worth. He is tall. He is 6'2".
The shortstop, number 12.
Very strong. Very strong player. And even though we know he is committed to Fairleigh Dickinson University to play baseball. And so very well for him. And we always like talking about our committees because they're very interesting. And it's always fun to, you said you're congratulating them, but you also really got to watch them too.
Yeah, for sure.
But anyway, so you have McClanahan and Worth on first and second with Matt Mackey up.
First
And
pitch,
here's the pitch.
and that was in the dirt. Good block there by Hagel to advance a potential runner. Prevent both runners from advancing into a scoring position. Would not have been good with nobody out.
Let's go, Max. Stay hot. So here's the 1-0. Dunphy really taking his time on this one, and there's no pitch clock here in high school baseball. And that is a drive to left field.
And that one is foul.
That's going to be just foul.
Mackey gave that one a ride.
Over the fence, but foul. Very good hit there.
You know what the coincidence? The coincidence is I used to play rec baseball in like 7th and 8th grade, and I was teammates with a lot of these guys. I was teammates with Matt Mackey. I was teammates with Dylan. I was teammates with Chase Moskowitz as well. So I know a lot of these guys and how they play.
Yeah, I miss rec baseball a lot. So here's you got the 1-1 with 9 pitches.
He's already in a jam.
And
1-1. Outside. Good eye.
Good eye.
Now I noticed that there's a lot of these very far away pitches being called balls. There's not really many close pitches. As you know, I feel like the umpires in high school baseball, they'll call anything close to strike.
yeah, even in the MLB, it's getting a little crazy with these
Oh, yeah,
pitches.
for
I don't know
sure.
if you saw what happened with Bryce Harper the other day.
Oh yeah.
But there's a hit
Drive
out to center field.
and
Could that be
one is-
gone? And it's just down. So here comes McClanahan. And
McClanahan.
McClanahan's coming home. Worth the third.
And McClanahan will score. This game is that'll be RBI double for Matt Mackey.
McClanahan scoring for the Thunderbirds.
Mackey, a very good. He almost hit that one out. McClanahan was able to score from second as he had to hold just in case the ball was caught.
Yeah.
So Noah Rossholder will dig in now. He's the first baseman for Mahwah.
Ross Soto went 0 for 3 last game. However, he did walk.
Yeah,
He's been having a very solid season.
infield in for Riverdale, trying to prevent their run from third from scoring. Swing and a miss.
We'd also like to take a second and welcome Chris Abate back to the Sports Talk broadcasting crew. Chris is behind the camera today. Thank you for joining us, Chris. Here's the 0-1. And here's the pitch. And that is a drive to left center field. Could that go?
And that is
And it's gone! Noah Rostover with a home run.
And Mahwah will lead 4-2.
And Mahwah makes this 3-2 with a huge home run there by Noah Rostover.
It was a 3-run shot.
Excuse me, 4 runs. It is 4-2 Thunderbirds. And what a run! What a hit from Noah Rostover there, and the Thunderbirds are back on top.
Yeah, the way this field plays is that the deepest part of the park actually isn't in center field. It's actually in left field, and that was hit way over 345 out to left center field.
Buonano!
So here's Jake Buonano up.
Go Jake!
Buonano pitched last game. He had 89 pitches.
Buonano with a very interesting batting stance, very open,
I will agree on that.
and that one's low.
So he is one of the more consistent hitters on the team.
Yeah, for sure. Still nobody out.
As Vice President Chase Moskowitz right next to us says, quote, "That was a bomb."
Have fun, dude. Be ready for this. Let's go.
4-2 Thunderbirds. As we are in the bottom of the first, still nobody out.
And so here is the pitch.
Grounded to, and that'll be another hit.
So Buonano
Third
will
hit
advance.
Third hit of the game already for Mahwah, and there's still nobody out.
Buonano will advance to first there.
Go, Big Al.
And so now here is the pitcher, Alex Lashinsky up.
Alex
Riverdale will call for one of their mound visits. I don't know if there's a limit in high school baseball, but they're using one right now.
I'm not sure, actually, if I'm going to be honest with you. And Riverdale talking it over. But in the meantime, Alex Lashinsky will be hitting it. Lashinsky, he walked, and he did make it home on one of his runs.
Yeah, he did score a run.
Lashinsky did steal twice, too. So, not only a good hitter,
But he's very fast on the bases.
oh yeah. So this is definitely one of the more exciting starts to the Mahwah games that we've seen.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm excited. The only home runs I've really seen so far was by Jake Buonano. So, it's excited to see a little bit more action, Lashinsky deals, Buonano leads off first. Still nobody out.
Dark clouds coming to the west, so could expect a little more rain here today.
First pitch, and that's a strike. Good pitch to hit at, but Lashinsky decided to track his swing on that.
And Riverdale still has no outs.
Yeah, 4 hits already for Mahwah and a hit by pitch.
And here's the 0-1. That's a
Down
hit.
into short, and that's another hit.
Makes it
Buonano
through.
looking to advance to third, and he will stop at second with the Giants. Still nobody out. Five straight hits. 6 straight men on base for Mahwah.
Jack Newman.
Then I bring up my fellow sophomore, Jack Newman.
9 balls.
9
balls.
That's the problem. He got to work on his control, especially with that Tyler Worth at bat, with the pitching coming at almost at his head and then hit him straight in the back. Newman, one of the lefties here for Mahwah. First pitch to him. And a bunt. And a beautiful bunt there by Newman. Will it go foul? It will. Barely. A beautiful attempt there at a bunt. And with Newman's speed, you could expect them to do that again, maybe.
Definitely. And that's just a little bit to the left, so it's still a very good bunt from Newman. Looks like...
Yeah, it was still a very good bunt. It looked like it just rolled foul right at the end there. And the thing is with bunts, you gotta really wait to play it.
Yeah. So here's the 0-1 with runners on first and second.
And he does do it again. And this time foul.
Riverdale coach getting a little annoyed here. And if you look at Riverdale's scores, it's not necessarily the fact that they're not scoring. Like they okay. So
they're not scoring. Also, their pitching is not good.
Their pitching not good. They've given up a minimum of 7 runs each game.
Mm-hmm.
And on top of that,
0-2 to Newman. That one's slow, barely. Good eye there by Newman.
their scoring is better than you'd expect.
Yes.
They've gotten shut out twice in 9 games, which is obviously...
Which is not good.
No, it's of course not.
Especially in high school baseball where runs are a necessity. Line drive caught it short. Nothing could Buonano would do. As will be a double play. Buonano was really trapped in no man's land. 2.
The left fielder, number 16, Ryan Hawkins.
So here's Hawkins up.
One of the few freshmen on this varsity team. Getting advice there from Coach Remo.
Coach Remo very passionate about this team.
Yeah, for sure.
So here's Hawkins up. Hawkins went 1 for 4 last game. Did make it home.
That was a big double play. Riverdale needed that.
Good eye, Hawk.
Definitely. And just their fielding, their pitching, all has to be a little bit smarter, especially against a team like this. I mean, we saw
Mahwah's been hitting it where they didn't have guys, barely getting it past the shortstop.
Yeah, and we saw it Monday, like 7-0 loss.
Oh,
Are they down 4-2? Yeah, but like they're starting to show life, and like this isn't going to be the same game as yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Monday.
Yeah, for sure.
So here's Hawkins up.
Runner goes, and that one lined foul, barely.
Yeah, we try our best to not be. We try our best to not, criticize on the Sports Talk Radio, but there is a point where you have to criticize.
Yeah, having more runs than innings pitched is probably not the best thing to have. Even though they are 7-inning games, obviously.
And now that's 20.
Runner goes, and that one's hit right to the outside of the slow roller, and the second baseman will get it. And Hawkins thinks he was safe, but he's out. And that'll end it for the first inning. 4-2 Mahwah.
And now that's 20 runs in 14 innings. So there's got to be some improvement here. But he did throw only 4 pitches more. So anyways, 4-2 Mahwah when we return. You know who's a creative man at Mahwah?
Who?
Mr. Doors.
Yeah,
I mean,
sure.
just listen to this. It doesn't get much better than that. So here you got Jaden Thomas. That is a drive, but it looks like Buonano's going to get that.
For Buonano. Buonano, lefty thrower.
The second baseman, number 6.
That was like a lot.
Number 20.
The third baseman, number 20, Mike Porco.
Mike Polka, and we were talking about him earlier in the pregame show.
Good job, Al.
And here's the 0-0.
That one's a line drive out the center, and Buonano won't get that one, as that will be a hit.
So Polka will get on base, and
The
he does
second
get a hit.
baseman, number 16, Jonah Nippes.
Jonah Nippes had a hit last game and was at bat 3 times. Made it to second base.
Third one. Wazing, Mac. Let's go.
And Porco trying to steal there, but Wazinski doesn't let him.
And that'll be in there for a strike. It'll be 1-1.
And he's even. He's got 8 strikes and 8 pitches. Excuse me, 8 strikes and 8 balls. And that's a foul ball. So here's the 1-2.
Grounded and past the mound.
And will he get it? And he does.
And a good
Way to go,
play.
Flatty!
Runner will advance to second, though, and there's 2 away.
So 2 outs.
The left fielder, number 9, Phil Dornheim.
Able to get.
I don't
able
know.
to get in.
I don't know if that's just my angle or not, but that looked in the dirt. But hey, you know what? Mahwah will take it.
No. Well, since he dropped it,
Okay,
that's what happened.
That makes sense.
That one's high.
Very high. So that's 1-1 now on 31 pitches.
There you go. One more
And
now.
they're going to call another strike there.
It'll quickly be 1-2.
And Dornheim has 16 at-bats this season,
Step off. No one covering second, though.
and he has 1 run, 3 hits. He's hit by pitch once.
Yeah, 1-2.
So here's the 1-2.
That one's just a little high. Lashinsky started walking off, and he'll have to go back.
And
2-2. Line drive foul toward the right side. Two. Oh, just missed again outside.
Shinsky getting frustrated.
Since you gotta watch that ball, I've seen a clip of the pitcher not paying attention and dropped the ball behind him, and the runner scored from home. So he's really gotta watch to make sure that he catches the ball and pays attention. 3-2. Foul off again.
With the batting, I know we're trying to talk positive about it from Riverdale, but even like if you look at Dorothy, he's got a 188 batting average.
Yeah.
Like it's not very pretty.
I mean, it does make sense. He's the 9-hitter, and a wild pitch. Runner will advance to third, and Brookie will work a walk.
Yeah. So now we're
Number
at the
12,
top.
Sean Lauderhouse.
So now you're back at the top of the lineup, and Sean Lauderdale is now up for you.
Gotta be out.
Interesting choice. They no batting gloves. One of those old-fashioned things.
Oh yeah.
First pitch to them, they got out to the scoreboard. And it's a ball and there's high.
So prior to the game, Sean has 25 at bats.
38 pitches for Lashinsky.
Is that a strike?
No. That one's high again.
Hey, let's go out.
2-0. Tipped into the glove of Lashinsky. And there's a strike. Two-one from Lashinsky working from the stretch. Runner goes, fouled off. Looks like the hit and run was on. And now it'll be 2-2.
Like I was saying,
The tying run is at first base, so I can see why they're trying to do a hit and run.
Waterhand has 5 runs this year, and he has 5 hits as well. So he's 200 batting average.
Runner goes again, and that one's wild. Here comes the runner. Here comes the runner trying to score, and he will score. He didn't slide, but you know. So it'll be
A decent amount of confidence.
It'll be 4-3. The runner will also advance to second on the wild pitch. You know, that situation, I think you really got to slide, especially because you protect. Even though I played baseball, I never knew how to slide.
It's tough, you know.
It is very hard.
The more you advance in the baseball program, the more difficult it gets.
Yeah.
So here's 3-2.
Grounded, foul.
Everybody clap your hands. Come on, y'all. Check it out, y'all.
3-2. Foul off. Normally in these situations, 3-2, 2 outs. Normally in these situations, they really gotta. If there's a runner on first, you know, or the runners are backed up, they steal, and he'll just take all the way. Or no pitch is called. As he called time, Lashinsky's really frustrated on there on the mound right now.
All right, how are you, buddy? Good.
So the pickoff, as he steps off, Lashinsky really got to get out of this inning now. The runner on second really taunting him. Another line drive foul toward the right side.
Waterham is doing a very good job of keeping this alive. So here's 3-2.
Another foul back toward the bleachers, actually.
Keep battling. Big Al. Let's go, kid.
That ball goes under the bleachers,
Let's put Newman in foul territory.
but it looks like it's retrievable.
Yep.
That's true.
And
You could have one in the
ball
line.
coming that way.
Let him play the line. Out of bounds. Shift everybody.
So the 3-2 count for Lashinsky. He had 37 pitches at the start of this at bat.
Very good at work. Count and he'll work a walk.
That's his 14th ball.
14th ball of the inning or
Number 2,
game.
David Nunez.
So he hasn't been throwing many balls, but Riverdale's been fouling off a lot of pitches, and that really works up the count.
Oh yeah. And Riverdale has the tying run on second now.
You can't stop saying it. And that is a questionable strike call, but he'll take it, and it'll be an 0-2. Coming from Lashinsky. That one's fouled off. I am really surprised at that metal. I honestly thought that bat was wood, but
It does look like a wooden bat a little bit.
because it looks like those Mother's Day bats they do in the MLB.
Yeah.
But you know, I don't think they're allowed to have wood bats.
You could only have wood. You can use metal bat in college, I believe.
Yeah, but you can. I don't think you can have wood bat. Yeah,
You can't have metal bat in MLB.
No, obviously.
Obviously.
One, two, runner goes. Both of them go, and it was
Wazinski's gonna eat it.
he will eat it. Yeah. Now Wazinski, he's playing catcher, but he's not in the lineup as Cerruti is the DH today. Line drive, that'll be a base hit. Could be extra bases. Both runs will score easily.
And Riverdale
is a double. Riverdale will take
5-4 lead.
We were talking about their offense not being good, but thanks to a wild pitch, they take the lead.
And Nunez is now 6 for 26 on the season. So it's 2 for 2 today.
And now we'll talk to Lashinsky as he's really frustrated.
And Lashinsky talking it over with Remo. Excuse me, that's Buser. And so it is 5-4 Riverdale. 2 outs when we return. And here we are, 5-4. Here's the pitch, and it's going to be ball 1 there from Lashinsky.
Five, 4 Riverdale quickly here in the second.
Here's Lashinsky.
Fly ball.
And that's a fly ball. Will he get it?
Good drive.
And he does. Ryan Hawken, the left fielder, with a beautiful catch right there. So that's going to conclude the top of the second.
We'll be right back.
5-4 Riverdale when we return. So Riverdale now making a pitching change
already. Very interesting to see only 1 inning. They could be going for the old-fashioned bullpen game approach, where they use multiple pitchers very early on.
Yeah. So now pitching for Riverdale is Luke Bassetti, and why don't we go ahead and we talk about Luke for a second. This is Luke's debut pitching, and so we don't really have much from the kid. And this
looks like he's throwing it very slowly, and a little wild here starting out this warm-up. So it could be a chance for Mahwah to capitalize. But it looks like they're bringing him in because he's a lefty, and Charlie Cerruti obviously lefty batter to start off.
Yeah. and it looks like this is Bassetti's
Leading off for the Thunderbirds, the designated hitter.
playing time for
Number
Riverdale.
7,
But Charlie Cerruti now up for the
Now Hagel talking with Bassetti already.
my closer.
Cerruti is a senior here at Mahwah High School, batting lefty. He's the designated hitter here. First pitch here from Bassetti is low, or about 1. Now watching Bassetti's warm-ups here, it looked like he was pretty wild, so we'll have to see how he does now, facing the batting order. Buonano. And there's a strike. It'll be 1-1. Looks like the dark clouds are starting to pass over us now. We'll have to see if it starts to drizzle.
Yep.
1-1. Another good pitch.
Ready, let's go. Let's go.
As Cerruti still not swinging. Cerruti goes really low when he's really down on his knees, squatting down. Reaches out to get that one, foul back here.
That goes by the concession stands a little bit. So Bassetti is
Trying to deal the 1-2. Foul back, the same spot, and this time it hit the net. McClanahan will get that one.
Go, Chuck.
and Kieran, like we said, it just keeps getting colder and colder by the minute.
Oh,
it's just
good.
that is a meatball pitch
That was
right
a
there.
meatball and Cerruti.
That was a terrible pitch to look at.
Number 3.
So here we are, back at the top of the lineup here. McClanahan is up.
Stay hot now.
So McClanahan,
He had a leadoff double for Mahwah lot in the first.
yep.
And that one right there. I don't know. It doesn't look like Bassetti's throwing it really hard. He's kind of lobbing it in there, but Mahwah's afraid to swing right now.
Yeah. So here's the, and maybe the slowing of the pitch is throwing them off.
Grounded to short. And this is bad hop. And it looks like it'll go for in there for a base hit for McClanahan. Under the glove there of Nunez.
And McClanahan
Number
successfully
1,
to make it to
Tyler Worth.
base.
Worth got hit by a pitch as his first at bat.
Tyler Worth now up.
McClanahan leads off first.
Yeah, here's the pitch.
Oh my God, that was a meatball and
Yeah, that was a meatball pitch right there, and he just keeps on throwing these meatball pitches.
Mahwah seemed like not hitting it far. That one a little high.
So 1 ball, 1 strike here, 1 out.
Almost hit him again. That'll be 2-1.
He's a big guy, though, you know.
Yeah, very. Yeah, has a lot of muscle in him. Definitely can hit one out easily. Two-1 to Worth. Grounded to short, and again Nunez, and then he'll mess that one up again.
That's an error.
And that most likely will be an error, and then another bobbling error. As McClanahan will advance to second, Worth will advance to second. And the runner's in scoring position now for Matt Mackey.
Number 12, Matt Mackey.
Diaz, I believe is working the scoreboard. He says that's a hit. So somehow, I don't know. I think that's an error, in my opinion.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with you on that one, Kieran. That looked like that was in his hands. I don't know if that's an error. I don't know if that's a hit. That looked like a very clean error right there.
Interesting. The corner's in for Riverdale. I don't know what they're expecting. That one is low.
So if we go through Matt Mackey, he's got 19 at-bats, 9 hits, and he's scored 5 times this season. He's made the first base 8 times.
Fly ball, and that one is a base hit.
So Clanahan and Worth are going to come
Both runs
in.
will score. Mackey looks like he will stop at second with a 2-run double. And Mahwah has the lead again, 6-5.
That's some amazing ball playing right there.
He was able to hit it in that gap.
So Rossholder now back up for the
Number
Thunderbirds.
6, Noah Rostolder.
It's very interesting here is that they don't have a foot marker for how deep it is in center field. They have one in right field, left center field, right center field, and then left field. But they don't have one directly in center. And he was able to right over the 330 marker. Here's Rossholder. He homered his first time. Very slow pitch went behind the catcher, and they'll be 1-0.
So here's the 1-0. That's going to be in the dirt.
In the dirt. Good block there by Nagel. It'll be a 2-0 to Rossholder. Could be afraid to pitch to him after that demolished home run he hit in the first. Up the middle, Nunez will finally feed one cleanly. Throw to first, and it's wide. And that will be an error most likely.
I don't know if that's
no, that's a throwing error.
Yeah, that's not an error. That's a throwing error.
That's not a hit. Okay.
Number 11, Jake Buonano.
I'll mark it as I see it, but I don't know. I think that's a throwing error. He might have been out, but Nunez finally able to field one cleanly.
It looks like they're going to call it a hit, though. So, Buonano, 22 at-bats this year, 6 hits, 7 runs. Leads the team in home runs, and he's the only player on the team to hit a home run besides Rossholder, who hit one today.
Runner goes, and Rossholder is safe as the throw was mishandled and wide of the bag. That'll avoid the base hit. That'll avoid the double play, as now a ground ball might score the run, or even and a base hit might score 2. Buonano, very interesting. He throws left and bats right. You rarely see that. Notable MLB player who used to do that. Baseball legend, Hall of Famer Ricky Henderson.
Yeah.
Rossetti, but from the stretch, deals the 1-0. Oh,
That's a very interesting strike call there.
looked like a little high and inside maybe, but Buonano will just take that one. That'll be a 1-1.
Mahwah successfully able to take the lead back in this one. Which was predictable, though.
Yeah.
We will say that.
Grounded, and that's a base hit.
So Mackey's going to come in, and can
Ross
Rossholder come in?
Rossholder will stay as it was hit the left field. RBI single for Buonano, and it's 7-5.
And that is a very nice hit to the left field from Buonano. And it looks like Riverdale is going to talk it over with Bassetti.
Luczynski.
55 pitches from the kid.
No, 19 pitches. Harvard.
7-5 Mahwah, welcome back to the Mahwah Sports Talk Radio. We'd like to say today's broadcast is brought to you by Moe's Southwest Grill of Mahwah, New Jersey. And here's the pitch.
Runner goes, and it's a wild pitch.
Gotta go to Moe's.
Rossholder will successfully stay at third, and again, Mahwah will avoid the double play. So a ground ball might score a run, and it won't turn two and get them out of the inning. Not still going through the signs.
And here's the 1-0.
Really slow stretch. Foul back here. Almost right to us. No, I've never really sat behind the plate in a baseball game. I mean, I kind of have. I sat right next to a dugout at a Rock and Boulders game. But, having that ball hit right to you, it's kind of scary.
It is scary, especially at the Boulders when they have that stone wall behind them and not, the cushions.
Yeah. It's starting to rain here in Mahwah. 1-1. Swing and a miss. And Noah will come in and score.
He's got it.
That's a wild pitch. As Noah dives in head first, and it's 8-5.
Yeah, it's 8-5.
Interesting that Alex, as that might be a pass ball, as Hagel really frustrated that he let that one go.
All right, let's make some contact now.
No. He scored. 8-5 Mahwah here in the second.
There's a very high-scoring game for the Thunderbirds. Not like what we saw last time.
And a good block there by Hagel. Infield very in for Riverdale, trying to prevent a run scoring. But
it's interesting because the ball keeps getting past them every single time, regardless of playing very in.
We've only had a couple of groundouts here by Mahwah, and the double play hit by I believe Jack Newman. It was, it was hit right to them, and that one hit the pitcher. The runner will score, and Luczynski is safe, and he'll reach.
That's gotta hurt.
That's gotta hurt. It'll be an RBI single, and it's 9-5.
Right fielder number 14, Jack Newman.
Now here's Newman.
And it is 9-5 Thunderbirds, and we are only at the second.
Crazy. Now I believe, isn't there a 10-run mercy rule?
There is a 10-run mercy rule
after 5 innings, right?
It's after 5 innings. It used to be 4.
Shows bunt again. Third baseman for Riverdale. Porco really had to run in there.
Luczynski on first base for the Thunderbirds. And Bassetti with 24 pitches already.
And it's just 1 inning.
Luczynski had 23 in the first.
Yeah. Throw back, and Luczynski will dive back safely as the entire team yells him to get back.
And that is interesting to hear about that.
No, that's what happens in baseball.
Oh, yeah.
Shows bunt again.
Luczynski trying to get down.
Safe, and there's a wild throw. Luczynski didn't notice, and he'll stay at second.
That would have been risky to move to third anyways.
Yeah, especially how shallow it is.
Oh, yeah. So that's a great play right there. Bottom of the second. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out on Jack Newman. Lissetti with 25 pitches, mostly balls.
Yeah, the only out in this inning was the strikeout by Cerruti, and they almost already rounded the batting order as Newman is batting second and seventh.
So Hawken is going to be is on deck right now.
Low, but
So-
it was dropped by Hagel, but it'll be a strike and it'll be 1-2 to Newman
So Cerruti does have a chance.
to bat again if Newman does reach.
Correct.
Yes.
Newman just has to get on base, but he's got 2 strikes right now.
Yep.
Or you could put Hawken on base. Doesn't matter. Either one of them.
Either one, and the T-Birds will bat around here in the second.
I believe Newman has the better batting average. There's the
Grounded
hit
to
to first, and so he's going to
It'll
be out
bank the
anyways. Lushinsky now sitting at third base. So here's Hawken now up. Hawken could get the RBI to send Lushinsky home and make this 10 for the Thunderbirds.
Number 16, Ryan Hawken.
Very nice walk-up song here by Hawkins.
I always... Karen, let me ask you the question. If you were a baseball player, what would your walk-up song be?
Ooh, I don't know. That's really tough. I always think about that, and I don't really have a personal preference that I can think of at the top of my head. But there's definitely a lot of options that I have.
If I had a walk-up song, it would be one of the thousands of songs like about New York City.
Oh yeah, for sure. I definitely have like a lot of New York City songs.
Like
on my
City
playlist.
of Gods by Alicia Keys and Jay-Z. That would be
I also think.
Or no, Jay-Z wasn't on that song. Excuse me.
Yeah.
That was Kanye and Five Yo.
Yeah, Empire State of Mind by Jay-Z.
Oh yeah.
That's a really good song. Swing and a miss. Hawken looking to hit that one a mile.
But there's a lot of good options. And what's so cool about walk-up songs is that it's not just like one genre. Like you can have many different genres and they're all still really, really like.
And they can really match.
Oh yeah.
I once hit fly really high, sky high.
And this will probably end the inning, and it does.
Will. As a second baseman.
So 9-5 Thunderbirds. They scored 5 runs in this inning.
We'll be right back here on the Sports Talk Radio Network.
Like clock, I'm Italian American.
It's a peaceful down here on earth.
Why is it glitching like that?
We gotta stick together, baby. Sticking there.
Leading off for the Hawks, number 14, Nate Silverstein.
Don't matter where you're from, baby. What shade you are. Keep reaching for
So here we are.
We are back here, and Nathan Silverstein will lead off for Riverdale.
Excuse me for the. It is now the
Top of the third. First pitch here from Lashinsky. And there's a strike. "56 pitches here for Lashinsky through 2 innings. And ooh, that was a ball? I thought that was a strike, maybe a little low.
And here's the pitch. And that's going to be a little high for a ball. So this will be a 2-1 count.
Both of the cleanup guys for Mahwah and Riverdale both have a home run already. They definitely want to avoid that happening again. Yeah. That one's fouled back. Could it be by the track? And I don't know where that went.
And you know what? It's baseball season now. So that means a lot of weird foul balls. And that means a lot of foul balls on the bleachers.
Yep. Strike 3 called. Silverstein will go down looking. Third strikeout for Lisinski.
Yep.
Number 15, Matthew Dumphy.
So 1 out now. And Dumphy now back up.
Dumphy, who was the pitcher, will bat again. As he, I guess, will just be in the lineup now, just to hit.
5th hitter.
And there's a strike.
So it's going to be a 1-0 count, 0-1 count.
Grounded to short. Mackey really got to hurry, and that'll be a safe. Infield single there by Dumphy, and the Riverdale will have a run around with 1 out.
Number 5,
Nagel, I think.
Jaden Thomas.
No, Jaden Thomas, excuse me.
Yeah.
Thomas now up for the Hawks. And Mahwah, just overall against Riverdale this year in sports, has been very successful.
Very successful.
Mahwah defeated the Mahwah girls. They defeated Riverdale in the quarterfinals
For basketball,
for
right?
basketball. Yeah.
Yeah.
Boys did very well against them.
Yeah, both of our bowling teams were really dominant against Riverdale. Popped up. Mackey calling it. Mackey and
Excuse
Ward.
me, no. West Milford was who the Thunderbirds defeated in the
Number 20, Mike Porco.
Thunderbirds defeated West Milford Highlanders in the semifinals
Of the basketball.
This is actually the Sports Talk Club's second game filming against Riverdale.
What was the first one?
The first one was the Mahwah girls soccer versus Riverdale.
Swing and a miss. And
that was a very successful stream. That was our first soccer game and our only soccer game.
Huh.
And again, we had a lot of audio issues, but we've improved.
Pop foul behind the dugout.
Here we go, Sauce.
It'll be an 0-2 to Porco. In the dirt, Wilsinski will block it. Actually, he'll let it go through, and the runner and Dumphy will advance.
Dumphy will advance, yeah. Riverdale is 0-5 in the Patriot Division so far this year.
Mm-hmm.
They lost to Ramsey, Westwood, both of those teams twice,
Yeah.
and Mahwah once. So, on this at this pace, they will be 0-6 in the division.
Yeah. And it's not picked cleanly there by Ross Holder. The run will score. It'll be a throwing error.
Dumphy will make it home and make this 9-6.
Dumphy will score on the error.
Number 16,
Dumphy's a fast
Jonah
runner.
Nippes.
Yeah, for sure, for a pitcher. Here's Nippes.
Maybe not so much as on.
Only 3 hits for Riverdale, even though they have 6 runs scored. A lot of the runs scored by miscues, errors, wild pitches.
And here's the pitch. And
Pop.
that's going to be a pop fly, and that's
That's going to go
just
foul.
So here's Lushinsky.
Oh, 1. Tipped into the glove of Wilsinski, and that'll be an 0-2.
And Riverdale, I know we mentioned it already, but they're on a 7-game losing streak right now. Like,
That was tipped foul. That was a check swing and it tipped right to the back.
so Riverdale on a 7-game losing streak, like we said. You know, you come to a point where you're like, do we make an adjustment? And as we've seen, their scores just continue to decrease by the game. So,
But right now, very good game, very offensive for both teams. 0-2. Wide, good block there by Wilsinski. So 1-2. Strike 3
that's
call.
a very interesting strike call there, but that will end the inning. 9-6, Mahwah only letting up 1 run in that 3rd inning. And we will be right back on the Sports Talk Radio.
So
here we are. Carlos Cerruti now back up. And we were talking about earlier how there was the potential he could come back into the 2nd inning, but
As he will lead off the 2nd straight inning for the Thunderbirds. Now, the Riverdale has made a pitching change. Mike Porco, who was the 3rd baseman, will move to pitcher, and Dumpy, who was a pitcher in the 1st inning, will move to 3rd. Riverdale making those necessary pitching changes because they've allowed 4 and 5 running runs respectively, trying to get maybe a clean inning. Oh, sure, now there's 2 errors.
so there's Cerruti and the pitch. Cerruti with a pop up,
Dumpy already being tested there at 3rd.
and he's got it for 1 out.
For out. First pitch swing by Dumpy, by Cerruti, excuse me. And it was popped foul right to him.
And McClanahan back up for the 3rd time.
Number 3, Danny McClanahan.
Let's go, kid.
First pitch, another first pitch swing, popped foul back toward the track.
And here's the 0-1. So
Alvin's outside.
pitches against Indian Hills before being taken out.
Dang.
So I don't think Mahwah would be afraid to keep him out or to keep him in. But
Yeah, especially because even though he has 6 runs, a lot of runs were scored by miscues and therefore unearned. That one's hit deep out to left field, and right there is the left fielder, and then we got 2 outs.
and that is a really, really nice catch there from Jaden
Number
Thomas.
1,
Yeah.
Tyler Worth.
I guess I didn't notice it before, but Thomas was the first baseman, but then he moved. So now the pitcher last inning, Steady, is now at first.
So here's Worth. And there's the pitch.
And there's a strike.
And pitch. And Tyler Worth
And that's a base hit.
making it, gets it right to the left of second base, and he's going to get the hit there. So he'll be on first base with Matt Mackey now up.
Number 12,
Matt Mackey with a very good.
Mackey.
So Worth will lead off first. Now, if you were Mackey, I would not try to. Now, I noticed the second baseman playing really close to the bag. If you hit one hard to either field, be a base hit.
And
That
Mackey
one's
would
hit
have
deep out to
drive.
center field, and Worth forgot how, and that'll be 2.
That'll be 3 outs.
3 outs. I forgot how many outs there were.
Yeah. No, that was a quick inning there. Definitely.
Quick inning,
Riverdale.
first inning, not scored a run
From either team.
From either team. We'll be right back at the end of 3.
And here we are.
Bill Dornheim. He's batter. Wait,
And it looks like Will Dornheim is.
I think Maggie
Bill
is.
Dornheim. No, he's ninth. He's
Oh
at the
yeah, I was
bottom.
looking at the wrong spot.
Yeah.
He worked
no,
a
he's-
walk his first time up, trying to bunt, and he bunts it foul. Not very good. Doesn't even get down the line.
I think I want to say it was who was it? I want to say it was Silverstein. He had a really good bunting game. I don't know if we were watching earlier. Did his both go foul? Yes.
No, that was Jack Newman of Mahwah.
Newman and Mahwah.
Yeah, it'll be 0-2 quickly. That takes out the bunt.
But Silverstein, he was able to keep his team in it for a while there.
Yeah.
Like 10 pitches on 10 or 11
Just
pitches.
missed. It'll be 1-2.
He had like 10 or 11 pitches on his at bat. But here's the 1-2 for
Yeah, for sure. He was able to make.
Dornheim.
He was able to make Liszewski work a lot. And the strike 3 called. Another strikeout.
And so that's
looks
going
like
to be
it's the
one
fourth-
away.
It's the 5th strikeout,
Number
4th
12,
looking.
Sean
Now that is
Waterman.
impressive to have 4 strikeouts looking and then only 1 strikeout swinging.
So here's the 0-0.
Lauderham will take the first pitch.
Lashinsky's still in.
81 pitches.
Mostly strikes.
Oh.
That was interesting.
Lauderham had to avoid that one. 2-0. And there's a strike. Good pitch there.
2-1 count. 2-2 count, excuse me.
No, 2-1.
No, 2-1, 2-1.
That one fouled back right at Coach Diaz. Coach Diaz and Mr. Doris in the what's that, gazebo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Peltier.
Yeah, Peltier right there too.
And a 2-2
2-2 just outside.
for ball 3.
84 pitches for Lashinsky. This might be his last inning. Most likely. Line drive. Buonano is right there. And there's 2 away.
Number 2, David Nunez.
Now Nunez now. Very Derek Jeter, as you said earlier. Number 2 playing shortstop.
And with the pink bat.
Very unique. Ooh.
Yeah, Al.
I'm looking at weather reports, and it's looking like it might rain again.
Yeah, it most likely will rain. Probably near the end of the game, maybe.
Yeah, it's looking like it's gonna rain more towards the night.
Mm-hmm. Now this is a very long game already. Only 3 innings. Ooh.
And Alex throwing very wild pitches towards the head this time.
Yeah, this might be his last batter out of the way. They might have to consider taking a pitching change. I don't know who they have warming up.
Remo and Buse are on the edge of their seats.
Yeah, there's 3-1. He might work a walk. If I were Nunez, I would not swing. I would just
take the
into a sleeve.
And the crowd agrees. This should be Lashinsky's last bat. So will he strike him out? 3-2 count. And he does! And he ends the inning there. What a great inning. And the defense is really picking up for both teams now.
Yeah, for sure.
As we have had back-to-back no-run innings. So 9-6 Mahwah still when we return.
We are back here in the bottom of the 4th, and Nick, we are halfway through this game. And what do you think that Mahwah needs to do going forward?
Just hold their ground. Offense. Just keep hitting the ball. They're clear. If Riverdale wants to keep playing on the grass, on the inside grass, then let them. Just keep hitting the ball past them.
Yeah, for sure.
Keep effective on the offense, but really seriously focus on the defense because Riverdale is not playing like how they did on Monday.
Line drive, and that's a base hit. They did Rocksolder did right what you need to hit where it didn't. It'll be a leadoff single.
And like I said, if Riverdale just wants to sit, if they just want to sit there as close as possible and just let the ball keep going past them, then be my guest, you know?
Mahwah has 12 hits in 3 innings. 8 pitches before 4.
In the 0-0.
First pitch,
Hey, good eye,
and that one is blocked there by. Now, if he failed to pick that up, and that would have been an easy advance there by Ross Holder.
Man! Okay, come on. Let's go right here.
It'll be 1-1.
And now it'll be a 1-1.
You're right on it, Jake.
It was right on it, but just a little over it as he was able to tip that one in the ground. And there's a strike.
And that's a little bit of a meatball pitch there.
Yeah, for sure.
So here's the 1-2 count.
Runner goes. It's right
Ross
three
Holder
call.
going,
And he
and
will be safe.
So could have been the double play there, but
Could have been striking out, throwing out.
just gonna get one. And now here comes Leshinsky
It's
up.
enough, no need to go down. Rock that run, that this how we from. It's enough, no need to
Number 32, Alex Luczynski.
go down.
Hey, let's go, Alex.
Run, that this how we
Hit it hard.
Ross Holder might consider stealing third to put a sacrifice fly into possibility. But that
Very
right
far lead there.
But that right side is very much a possibility if he hits it over there. Trying to do that, and he hits a foul again back toward the track. It'll be an
here's
0-1 to Leshinsky. Porco will step off.
Ross Holder at second
The
base.
second baseman Silverstein look like to be covering him as he keeps going back and forth.
Jack Newman on deck. And here's the 0-1.
A little bit of meatball grounded to the wrong side of the field. Ross Holder looks like to advance, and it's a wild throw. Leshinsky trips. He has to touch it first. And now will most likely be a throwing error. And it'll be first and third now for Jack Newman.
And from what it looks like,
Number 14, Jack Newman.
from what it looks like, Silverstein was conflicted whether he was gonna tag Rostolder out or throw out Leshinsky.
Well, on Dumpy, it's not a forced play, so he couldn't step on the bag. So if there's a runner on first, runner goes trying to steal home, and it's popped up and caught.
And it's
And
caught,
that'll be a
and that's
triple
double play.
And that'll be a double play.
So that's gonna end the inning. 9-6 still. That's a great catch there from Porco. So 9-6 end of the fourth. We'll be right back at the start of the fifth. So Jack Newman now pitching here for Mahwah, and Kieran, what are your thoughts on this move here by Coach Remo?
I think that it's very smart bringing the lefty in, especially if they've been seeing a righty for 92 pitches straight. However, this lineup is very righty heavy. Actually, I don't think there's a lefty in it at all. So, they all have the advantage against the lefty Newman, as Leshinsky will move out to right where Newman was before.
Yeah, definitely. And even with, what was it, like 92 pitches or something from, that's still astonishing, especially how he finishes straight away with a strikeout there. But let's look at Newman for a second. He's only averaging at 2.2 innings pitched. Not average innings. He's got 7 men.
Grounded.
Silverstein.
First hit of the game for Hagel.
Great game, guys, so far. Great game.
Chase Moskowitz running us now.
High scoring game.
And here's the 0-0. And that's
Silverstein had a home run in the first inning. You really want to avoid that now, especially with Newman throwing a little slower. He could definitely take one out. Foul off. Now Buonano, interesting decision, is playing in dead center field, where sometimes he's shifted a little to the left and a little bit right, but he's it looks like a little bit to the left of the second base bag. But we know too to Silverstein. Good block there by Wasilski.
Hey, let's go, Jack.
And Newman has a 7.88 ERA.
1-2. And there's strike 3. Wait, that's strike 3. Newman gets his first strikeout. And back-to-back strikeouts for Silverstein looking after his home run.
That's right, Kieran.
Here's
Number
Dumpy.
15, Matthew Dumpy.
So Dumpy now back up.
The double play could be a possibility if we get a ground ball to short or second, and even to third. There's a strike. Dumpy does not like that call as he shakes it off.
And Dumpy made it to first base last at bat. And he has also struck out looking.
Ooh. Good pitch, but just a little outside. Now Jack has not really been throwing really wild. He's been throwing very close to the plate. Only that one pitch in the dirt last at bat. Runner goes. Pitches a strike. Throw down. Is wide. Good back up there by Mackey as the throw is high over McClanahan's head. That was such a backup that was such a high throw that it landed directly in Mackey's glove after McClanahan missed it. It'll be 1-2 to Dumpy. Just a little outside. Good pitch there. Grounded foul.
Nice pitch.
Good pitch. A lot of movement on that one. Miss back-to-back. Another strikeout there for Jack Newman. Back-to-back strikeouts. And it's two-way.
Number 5, Jaden Thomas.
I'd like to apologize for the very little lag that you may have just experienced. But 2 outs here.
That one's outside in the dirt. Good block there by Wasilski as he tried to slide for that one. Grounded to first. Rossholder has to hurry and over to Newman for the out.
So that'll end the inning once again. Mahwah still up 9-6 as we head towards the
bottom of 5th.
Yep, stay tuned.
For the Thunderbirds, number 16, Ryan Hawking.
We are back here at Mahwah High School, 9-6, and freshman Ryan Hawking will lead off.
So here's Borgo still on the mound.
For his third inning of work. That one's hit deep, and it looks like it might be caught there by the left fielder, and
it
he
will.
moved.
Have to move a little bit there,
Yeah,
but
for
there's
going on.
Number 7, Charlie Sariti.
Now here's Sariti, he's 0 for 2. Now this bottom of the order has still been held hitless, with Newman 0 for 3, Hawken 0 for 2, and Hawken also 0 for 3, and now
When you talk about people who bat righty and lefty, and
switch hitters.
yeah,
They're
and
very.
that is Charlie Sariti.
Is he?
Yeah, he's a switch hitter. He was back in his childhood.
Yeah, it looks like he likes batting lefty, and personally, if I knew how to, I would foul back.
And even like not to change the sport or anything, but Canada, they teach a lot of their players to shoot lefty. Believe it or not, if you look at a lot of Canadian hockey players, a lot of them are trained to shoot lefty. Even if they were born a righty, they're literally trained to shoot left.
Yeah. Like now you a righty or a lefty shooter?
For hockey, I'm a righty.
Now I play like a lot of like EA NHL, and like I feel like the lefty players that have an advantage, they like shoot better. Like I'm like better with them.
Yeah, lefty players are definitely better in a sense.
And that rings true for baseball. It's always an advantage to be a lefty. You know, especially pitching.
Because your more stronger guys are on that third base side. You know?
Yeah. So, you know, lefties, they tend to hit the ball mainly to right field. They can pull it. But, you know, Sariti popped up to Dumpy last time, and that one's hit.
That's hit the left center field, and that's going to be caught there from...
I can't see the number. But it's 2 outs.
Number 3, Danny McClanahan.
So McClanahan now back up.
Now, did we mention that he is the senior captain of the baseball team?
He is one of the senior captains.
There's 2?
There's 3. Tyler Worth and Noah Rossholder. Of which all have been having very,
very good seasons.
Very good seasons. I wouldn't say great. I would say good.
Yeah. First pitch through the
because it's early in the season. And
yeah, it's still early.
So that's something you gotta watch out for these guys. Because my phone is on 10%.
That one's popped up. Shortstop. And he will make the catch. And that will do it. Another scoreless inning here by Mahwah. Still 9-6 at the end of 5.
And we'll be right back.
Strike. Fly ball out to right, Wyszynski, and he will make the catch. And there's one down.
Number 16, Jonah Nippes.
Jonah Nippes will be the batter. Good two pitches, two pitches. They're playing straight up right now for Nippes. Wyszynski in front of the Mahwah baseball sign as he shifts over. That one's high. And there's high ball 2.
And Kieran, here's our Mahwah scores update brought to you by the Mahwah Deli. Girls baseball playing
Softball.
Yep, girls softball. Excuse me. Softball taking on Paramus Catholic right now.
Here.
Yep, currently losing 10-3.
Oh,
in the 4th inning.
That's unfortunate. Line drive out to center. Buonano racing, and he'll make a diving catch.
What a catch right there from
What a catch by Buonano. His hat flies off. And there's 2 away.
That was a very nice
Number
catch
9,
there.
Phil Dornheim.
Dornheim will be the batter. That one's high. The 1-0. And that one's high. 2-0 to Dornheim.
And Dornheim has not had a terrible
Foul
game.
off.
He's got a walk and a strikeout right now.
Mm-hmm. It'll be a 2-1 to Dornheim. The 2-1. Little outside. It'll be 3-1. Good pitch, but just missed it.
So 3-1 here.
Swing and a miss. And it'll be 3-2.
So you have a full count here, 2 outs.
Now on a full count, you really got to look to protect the plate. Now when I used to play,
Especially at the top of the 6th.
now I was always afraid to swing, and that one's fouled off on 3-2 count. I don't know why.
Because you
but I
never know
was.
what's going to happen, you know? It's scary on a 3-2 count, especially with 2 outs.
Yeah, 3-2 outs is a lot of pressure, and Mr. Joyce applying the pressure by putting the Jaws theme.
You said it perfect. And
Well,
there you go.
He struck him out. Third strikeout for Newman, and we have another scoreless inning. It remains 9-6 as we approach the bottom of the 6th. Last chance, potentially the last at bats taken here by Thunderbirds.
So 9-6 for Mahwah when we return.
number 1, Tyler Worth.
So 9-6 Mahwah here. Like you said, Kieran, potentially their last at bat for their last licks before they close out Riverdale. Which I think it'll be very hard for Riverdale to come back, especially at the pace that Mahwah's playing at.
Especially with the way their pitching is. And, and Porco's been really good, and he's been able to stay in there for a while.
And he's not giving up a single run. And
Nope.
nor has Newman. So at this point, that streak will continue for both teams. And it looks like they're both going to run away with this one. Or at least Mahwah.
Mahwah will run away with it. Haven't scored a run since the second inning. Would like to score maybe an insurance run or two. That one's high.
So here's Porco on a 2-0 count.
That one's
Slam by Worth.
Deep out to left field. Dornheim going back, and they'll make the catch at the warning track. Hit it to the deepest part of the park. Really have to make them work. And there's one away.
So 1 out here. 9-6. Matt Mackey now up.
Number 12, Matt Mackey.
I just realized why his welcome song is "Return of the Mac," because of his name.
That's smart, actually.
That is really smart. And there's a strike. A little outside, but able to work in that good framing there by Hagel to make that work a strike.
So here's the 0-1.
Foul back here.
Fight up there.
So that's going to be an 0-2. Can't wait for one day when a foul ball just falls right onto our tent, you know?
That'd be. I don't think that's very hard because it just has to barely go over the fence, you know.
For the viewers that don't know, we sit under a tent for these games.
Fouled off again. That one hit the netting.
Not necessarily for us to protect ourselves from the rain, but more because
Foul
it gets
ball.
very, very bright here, and it's very hard to see some of our stuff with the sun.
Yeah. Well,
Today we're lucky though; it's a very cloudy day, so it's very easy to see this.
And if you look at this, I've never really been back here, but it's a very beautiful scene with all the trees and the mountains in the
It
background.
really is, you know. And even like I look at the
That one's outside.
I look at the football scenery, and if you watch from the football field, like
If you walk from like the top of the bleachers, that's really beautiful.
it's so beautiful.
Especially at sunset.
Oh yeah. And for those that have gone to the games or been there or have gym class there, they would know. That's a line drive.
Line drive out to center field, and it's
A beautiful catch there from
by
Sean Lonergan. He's can't say the word that Buonano just said, but he is a monster, what
Number
Buonano
6.
said.
Yeah.
And that is absolutely correct. As Sean Lonergan is one of the best seniors on this team.
Yeah, a very good center fielder. Read that ball perfectly, able to get that one with room to spare.
So here's Rostolder up now on Mahwah's potential final out. And I'd like to say this, Riverdale has more runs than they do hits.
Yes, they do. They have 6 runs out of 4 hits. And I keep mentioning this, but a couple of those runs by a wild pitch, an error, so not really any earned runs by Lashinsky.
That's correct.
Yeah.
So here's the 0-1. It's a meatball, and they're going to call it a ball.
Now, luckily for us, the wind has died down, so not a lot of our papers have been blowing away. And the rain has stopped, and luckily passed over.
And it looks like the rain is going to
That
stop for
one's
the
hit
rest of
deep
the
into
game.
center field.
That's going for center field, and
Waterman
another out once
right
again from
there
Waterman.
for the out. Now it'll be Riverdale's last chances here in the top of the 7th.
And they need some magic here if they want to keep this in. They need 3 runs to tie, 4 runs to
Have the lead.
So Mahwah 9, Riverdale 6 when we return. And here we are in what potentially will be the final inning of the game. And me and Kieran do stand corrected. The rain has returned. It's a little bit heavier than it was earlier.
Yep, the rain and wind has returned, so I think I just brought it. I summoned it.
Kieran, come on, man.
That was my bad.
Alrighty, and here's the first pitch from Newman, and they're going to call
There's a
that
strike.
a ball.
No, that's a strike, I think.
No, they call it a ball. So 1-0 count here. And here's the pitch. And
That
that's a
one's
foul
tipped.
tip, so that's going to be for strike one. And the pitch.
There's
A ball. Very interesting
one
call
ball.
there from the ref.
Actually, yeah, no, it's. I believe Diaz has the count wrong. I think it's 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Maybe.
We'll find out. And a
And
strike
yeah,
three.
strike 3. So that was a strike on that third pitch. And so we're gonna have one away here for the Thunderbirds. Thunderbirds are just two outs away from being back to 500.
Yes, sir.
Number 2, David Nunez.
And I will say, Ross Solder has very much impressed me this game.
Yeah, for sure.
As
Especially
he-
with that big home run in the first inning.
Oh yeah, he made it to first base twice and hit that home run in the first. He has had a very great game. So here's a 1-2-0 count here for the Thunderbirds. Nunez at the plate. He's gonna hit a foul ball.
Wow.
That looked like it was kind of going for him a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. "36 pitches from Newman."
That one's fouled back.
It's 2-2
Again,
count
very
here
close
for
over here.
Nunez.
Coach Remo will give it back to the umpire. Mr. Doris again applying that pressure.
Rain getting a lot heavier here. And the pitch. And that's going to be
grounded
fair
to-
ball to Worth.
Yeah, fair
And
ball.
Worth is going to eat it. So this could set up for a double play, as Mason Nagley is now up
Number
for
1,
Riverdale.
Mason Nagel.
Nagel.
Like bagel.
Like,
Yep. That's what they call me.
that's right, man. So 1 out for the Thunderbirds, and here's the pitch. And that's going to be a foul tip. So it's going to be a 0-1 count. And the rain getting progressively heavier as we continue this match.
And an easy stolen base, as Newman wasn't even paying attention to him, so that rules out the double play.
The rain continuing to hammer here, as it has gotten worse and worse. And
Fly
there
ball
is
out
a
to right.
fly ball.
Deep out there, and Alex will let it fly over his head.
Riverdale trying to make it home.
Another one will score.
And Riverdale's going to make it home.
9-7.
Number 14,
So Riverdale's going to make this one 9-7.
And now the tying run at the plate with Silverstein.
Silverstein. If you listen to the Riverdale dugout,
They are hyped.
they call him Nate.
Yes.
And this is also the first run of the game since the third inning.
Pop foul. And it will get out. And
Ross Solder thinking he was going for that, and he ran into the wall there, and he's struggling right now.
As he gets
Ross
tagged.
Solder absolutely slammed into that wall.
Yeah.
That's
Looked like-
gotta hurt.
It looked like it hurt. Especially, I don't know, I think he had more room to spare, but he turns out he didn't.
But it looks like he's going to be okay
Yeah.
as he walks back to first base. So we go back to Newman now, and he's got an 0-1 count. And here's the pitch. That's high for a 1-1 count.
Let's go,
There's
New!
the ball there. So 0-1 count, 1 out. And that's
fouled
gonna be a
off.
foul ball.
It'll be
1-2 count.
1-2. You
excuse
really
me.
got to get him out now. He's a tying run with 1 out. So now Newman, I would just go to the same pitch. Try to get him to chase again.
Newman with the pitch.
That one is.
That's
Oh, that was high. Ooh.
So the game-winning pitch.
Tying run at the plate, Silverstein.
And the 2-2. And that's going to be a bomb to left center field, and it's going to be caught by Buonano.
And now the Hawks are down to their final out, and it's Stumpy.
Oh, excuse me. Mahwah only had 1 out. Excuse me. So that's
Number
going to be
15, Matthew
2 outs
Thompson.
now. Excuse me. Mahwah had 1 out prior to Jake Buonano's catch. So this is now. So now it is 2 outs for the Thunderbirds. And we have a 0-0 count here with
First pitch.
Matthew Dumfia. So that's going to be
That's
a ball
high.
1. So 1-0 count. And here's the pitch.
That
It's
one's
going to be
high.
high for a 2-0 count. And it is
Jack
continuing
approaching
to
46
decrease
pitches.
in the temperature here. And there's the count.
And that was
And
a
that's going to
strike.
be a strike 1. So it's going to be a 2-1 count here for the Thunderbirds. And the pitch. And that's
That
going
one's
to
in
be
the line, and that'll be a base hit.
So Riverdale
missed
trying to come home.
Here comes the runner, and he will score. And Riverdale not done yet, and it's just 9-8.
Riverdale showing a little bit of life here as it is 9-8, like you
Number
said,
5,
Karen.
Jaden
So Jaden Thomas now back up for Riverdale.
And now the go-ahead run is at the plate. As we will have a pinch runner.
So it looks
Your
like
attention, please.
Jade.
Now pinch running, number 6, Chris Kelm.
Chris Kelm now pinch running for the Golden Hawks, and looks like Newman is going to be talked with over with his team as Buser heads to the mound. And we'll be right back. So 2 outs here. Newman.
Jaden Thomas now lefty on lefty, and that is a strike.
There's the first strike. 0-1 count here.
Thomas represents the go-ahead run.
And that's in the dirt for a
Good
ball
block
1.
there. You really don't want this runner to advance into scoring position.
Let's go, New!
Tying run at first. And there's a strike, and now the Hawks are down to the last strike.
Let's go, kid!
Thomas doesn't like that call. 1-2, 2 outs.
And this is a very, very intense game here.
Very important pitch now for Newman. 1-2. In the dirt. That'll be 2-2.
Great pitch right there.
2-2 count here.
2-2 count. It'll be a 2-2 count. The 2-2.
Yes! That's it. Foul,
Oh,
foul ball.
that was right down the middle, but maybe a little bit high.
That was a foul ball caught.
They're calling it a ball.
Wasn't that a foul ball?
time is called by the ump.
Remo getting clarification that that ball was inside and in fact was not tipped. So the game continues.
The
Here's the
3-2.
pitch.
That'll be a
And
base
it's going to
hit.
get through, and the go-ahead runner, or the tying run.
And then the tying run will
And
score.
Riverdale's going to go ahead and tie this ball game. And it is 9-9.
Oh my goodness. And a misplay by Leshinsky, and the go-ahead run is at second base.
Mahwah, who had a 9-6 lead at the beginning of this inning,
Falling apart.
has now given up that lead, and the game is now tied at 9 apiece. A potential missed call, but maybe from the umpire there.
Yeah, potential.
So this game is tied now, as Thunderbirds thought this game was over, and it is in fact not. So now here's Michael Porco up, and the go-ahead runner in Jaden Thomas
Is scoring and
is
scoring
on
position.
second base. And it looks like we're going to have extra innings of baseball here.
Well, no, the Thunderbirds still have a chance to walk this game off. And it's
That is
strike.
correct. I would like to apologize for that.
Due up for the Thunderbirds is Buonano, Leshinsky, and Jack Newman. So Buonano very capable of hitting a home run. And it'll be 0-2 quickly. Thomas represents the go-ahead run at second base.
And this is a very, very intense game here.
Swing and a miss.
And here's
Leshinsky will have to throw down to first, and he is out.
So the Thunderbirds, who had a 9-6 lead,
Yeah.
and now ending the inning here, 9-9 when we return.
We are back here in the bottom of the seventh inning.
Buonano!
And this game is tied at 9, a very entertaining game. And Jake Buonano, now every runner presents the winning run with a home run. Buonano has the power, has 2 home runs already in this season. Porco still on the mound there for Riverdale. First pitch to him is in the dirt.
Let's go! Let's go, baby! Let's go, what?
1-0 count here. Buonano.
Let's go, what?
Something's. I sniff a walk-off homer. I don't know about you, Kieran.
Well, I certainly hope so. Has to drive deep out to right field, and it's over his
And
head.
it drops.
And
Could Buonano
in
go
for a
2? He's
base
going
hit.
2.
Buonano will go to second, and he will stay there and hit, and the winning run is in scoring position.
Let's end this now, buddy!
So here's Alex Leshinsky here to end the game. Could he do it?
The
We'll
winning
see.
run is at second base. All Leshinsky needs to do is try to advance the runner As he definitely
Number
could be.
32, Alex Luczynski.
Buonano also very good with 3 for 4, especially with that clutch double right now.
And it doesn't get any more exciting than this, Kieran.
No way. This is a very exciting game. Luczynski being talked to by Coach Remo. The winning run at second. Buonano will lead off second. Buonano wants to be very careful base running. First pitch. Popped up. And he'll make the catch.
And I just received a text from Mr. J quoting us. That's a ball. No, it's a
Number
strike.
14,
Well, he called it a ball.
Newman.
Yeah.
In the words of Mr. J, can't believe this 7th inning that we have right here. And that is absolutely correct.
Now Newman, who gave up those 3 runs, has a chance to win it now with a base hit.
And you know Steven's probably watching this game too.
Oh yeah, for sure. Steven is Mr. J's son. And he hit him
Beams Jack Newman there.
on the first pitch.
So
Newman
here
will
is
get
Hawken
on base, and Ryan Hawken now another chance to win this game. First and second.
Number 16, Ryan Hawkins.
This could be a very impressive moment for Ryan Hawken in his varsity career. He is a freshman here at Mahwah High School, and he could drive in his first ever walk-off hit. Porco and now timeout is called by Hawken as Porco was taking a long time.
And the 0-0.
Swinging and a miss, trying to end it right there.
Let's go.
He's a little jumpy there as he needs to try to relax a bit.
You only have 1 out. You don't need to panic here.
No, you don't. Definitely not. A base hit will definitely score Buonano, who is very speedy.
That's correct. So just get this ball into the outfield.
Grounded third, foul. Remo will make a nice barehanded catch.
And you know, he was a ball player too. Remo, he did play for the Chicago Cubs at one point. And his brother Jeff, he played for the Indianapolis Colts.
Hard turn around 3.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that. Very nice fun facts.
He was Mahwah's first ever athlete of the week. And here's the 0-2.
That one
In
is
the
blocked.
dirt, and Buonano's
Buonano will
running.
run both runners.
And there you go.
That'll take out the double play.
The game-winning run on third base.
Oh, fly ball.
Jake
will
Buonano.
Play, Hawks.
Fly ball will definitely score the run. Infield in here for
Another
Riverdale.
read, Jake.
And here you are, 1-2 count here. Michael Porco at the plate,
Another good read. Let's go.
at the mound.
Grounded.
Hawkins, and here's Buonano going in.
Will score. And this game is
And
over.
Mahwah wins.
Mahwah will win it 10-9.
And a walk-off by Ryan
And
Hawkins.
that's the end of the game.
And this
Our
game
final
is
score
over.
Your Thunderbirds
10-9, Mahwah wins.
Oh my goodness.
An absolute thriller right there. From
Thanks
a
for
walk-off
coming
hit
and
there from Ryan
congratulations.
Hawkins will give Mahwah
His
the
first-
10-9 win.
He has his first career walk-off hit for Mahwah varsity baseball. And a very dominant win, very close game. And you can see a very well-deserved handshake line by both teams exchanged.
Definitely, and I think Sports Talk Player of the Game.
Noah Rossholder for sure. He was 3 for 4 with the home run, with the 3-run home run to get the scoring started. So I definitely think that was well-deserved play of the game. Ryan Hawken, honorable mention for driving in the walk-off run.
That's an amazing performance right there from the Thunderbirds. And Noah Rossholder, like we said, our Sports Talk Players Game, as he gives us a little Tommy DeVito celebration there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And and you know, even you got to give a team like Riverdale, even like if you got a team, give credit to a team like Riverdale.
Yeah, they deserve a lot of credit here, Nick. They were able to come back. They were able to come back down 3 runs in the 9th, and you got to give him a lot of credit.
Jake Buonano comes over towards us, and what an absolute amazing game. And like we said, you know, Mahwah, even you got to give a lot of credit to Riverdale. Riverdale, very highly not supposed to win this game. And the fact that they were even able to come back into such pressure as like the 7th inning.
Yeah, for sure.
And they made this, and they scored 3 runs in that 7th inning, made an absolutely amazing game right there.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely agree.
And made it an interesting one.
They definitely did.
Yeah. Well, anyways, that's going to end it from the Sports Talk Club. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. This has been Nicholas Bostico.
And Kieran Hetzel.
And alongside Chris Abate and the rest of the Sports Talk broadcasting crew. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Congratulations to the Mahwah Thunderbirds baseball team for officially going back 500. And we are signing out.